Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 011, Arithmetic, Section 3.3, Problem 20. This is Section 3.3, Problem 20. It says compute an exact answer to the problem shown. And we have 44.186 minus 9.2. Well, the way it's written, there is a problem, and that problem is that the decimals don't line up vertically. One is off to the side by quite a bit. So I have to rewrite this problem before I can do the subtraction. 44.186 minus 9.2. And I write that 9.2 so that the decimal lines up nicely with the decimal above it. And in fact, it's going to continue straight down when we write our answer. Now, it's okay the way it's written. If you really like to even it off, you can fill in some zeros. So it's minus 9.200 as the bottom number. That's kind of optional. You could get the answer without that, but it does look nicer. So 6 minus 0 is 6. 8 minus 0 is 8. 1 minus 2. 1's not big enough to subtract 2 from it, so I'll need to borrow. So the next digit over is a 4. I'll cross that off, borrow, it becomes a 3. And what was a 1 to the right of it can now be written as an 11. Now I have 11 minus 2. Now 11 is big enough. I can subtract 2. 11 minus 2 is 9. And then the next one I'm going to have to borrow again. Now I have 3 minus 9. 3 is not big enough to subtract 9 from it. So I go over one digit to the left, borrow from that, cross it off, reduce it by 1, so it goes from a 4 down to a 3. And then the 3 to the right of it can now be written as a 13. Now I have 13 minus 9, which is 4. And then next to that, 3 minus nothing, which is just 3. So that gives me a final answer of 34.986.